All right, we're in the gym again. This is Haley. We have 7 exercises for you and like 2 to 3 bonuses, so wait till the end. But technically it's 1 bonus, but there's 3 involved. 7 exercises for women to be athletic, curvy, and strong. This is not a deep dive, so we're just gonna go through them pretty quick because we value your time, but we'll get into the first one first for you. 7 exercises for women to be athletic, strong, and curvy. This is Haley. This is gonna be the one who's demonstrating, but let's go. Yeah. First compound lift, or one of the 7 exercises that you should be doing as a woman to get athletic, curvy, and strong. Barbell hip thrusts, that's what you can see Haley demonstrating here. This is a bilateral movement, so she's using both her legs to do this. Variations for you, you could do the single leg, but with the barbell hip thrust, we have a bench that's gonna be according to our height. Barbell the same, and then put a weight that's adequate for you. If you're looking for hypertrophy to grow your glutes and grow your butt, you're looking at a higher rep range, 12 to 15, depending on the weight that you're using. But that is the first of 7 exercises, barbell hip thrusts, like that. Second exercise for you out of the 7 is going to be overhead press. OHP is what I call it. You could do bilateral with that, which means barbell and using both hands. Here you see Haley doing single arm. As always, single arm is going to be good for asymmetry or being symmetrical. If there's any imbalances, do a single arm to get everything done. But overhead press is going to be for the top of the Coke bottle. That's the reason why we're doing it. So once again, 2 of the 7 exercises to be athletic, curvy, and strong as a woman. But that was Haley doing the overhead press. All right, third exercise of 7, back to a lower body movement. This is going to be a split squat. Some of you may be aware of Bulgarian split squats. The reason why I like the front foot elevated split squat is because we don't want to challenge your stability when we're working on your strength. So this back foot allows you to brace a little bit more. What Haley's going to demonstrate for you is we want to actually pause at the bottom because this split squat is going to be more for your glute and your posterior chain. So she's going to pause at the bottom to make sure she gets a full stretch at the bottom, then dig through on the way up, pause at the bottom again, as opposed to pausing at the top. But that is exercise 3 of 7 for exercises to be athletic, curvy, and strong as a woman. Haley is demonstrating front foot elevated split squats. We'll go into the next exercise for y'all. Exercise 4 of 7, athletic, strong, and curvy. We have Haley demonstrating an RDL, bilateral RDL, so it is barbell. She is using both sides of her body, but the major muscle group that we're working on here is going to be your glutes once again. It's going to be the line underneath. That is the reason why we're stretching all the way down and we're pulling back up. But exercise 4 of 7 for you. Remember, I got bonuses. Barbell RDL, and we'll get to the next one. Exercise 5 of 7. If you ladies see, predominantly we're doing lower body movements. This is going to be a goblet squat. The way we're going to make it more glute emphasis is at the bottom, as Haley is all the way at the bottom here. She's going to look to drive her legs all the way open a little bit more, so she can sit lower in the butt. Because even though this is a lower body dominant movement, to be athletic, curvy, and strong, we want to put more emphasis on the glutes. But that is exercise 5 of 7. I think we have 2 more. I don't know. I lost track, but. All right, next exercise that we have for you, Haley is demonstrating a lat pull down. If you guys have access to this machine, it's really good. And I said guys, but I mean women, because this is your 7 exercises for athletic, strong, curvy body and physique. This is gonna be, once again, for the top of the Coke bottle, but also on the back. In order to have a good shape, you need to make sure you take care of the top and the front and the back, the waist, and then the lower body. This is gonna be for the top and for the back, lat pull down machine for you. That is 6 of 7 or maybe 7 of 7. I lost count, but lat pull down machine. We'll get into the next exercise. The exercise for you ladies is going to be a kickback. There's a bunch of variations for this. I've shown you workouts inside the gym for most of these. So the best way to do these is on the cable because progressive overload is allowed for you. But if you don't have access to that, Haley's going to demonstrate with the band. These are going to be kickbacks. She's going to pulse a little bit more. This is going to be for the top portion of your glute, but that is banded kickbacks. You could do it on the cable as well, but that is the last exercise for you guys. Now we'll get into the bonus. This let me know that we're on exercise 7, but we'll get into the next one for you guys. And bonus for you guys, like I said, or you girls, ladies, athletic, strong, and curvy. We have an ab exercise or a core exercise. This is gonna be Russian twists, or these are gonna be twists. We're gonna make it a little bit harder because we're adding the ball and we're slamming it. But that is one of the bonuses for you. We have one more. Haley's gonna be mad at me about, but we're gonna do it anyways. And we'll see you in the next exercise. I got you. Final bonus exercise for you guys. It's a low-level plyometric. Obviously, the 7 exercises for you to be athletic, curvy, and strong. I keep saying you guys, I mean you ladies, I apologize. But athletic, curvy, and strong. Low-level plyometrics help with your athleticism. You would normally do them after a heavy compound and then do the low-level plyometric as well. One example of a plyometric, Haley is gonna do Pogos now. So she's just gonna look to bounce. This is very similar to what you would do with jumping rope. However, if you don't have a jump rope, you would pair this with maybe after hip thrust, maybe after trap bar deadlift, but that is a low-level plyometric. That is the bonus, and this is the end of the video. We have deep dives for a lot of them for you. She's still gonna keep jumping. But ask questions, comments. That's what I make videos on, but we'll see y'all in the next one, which is the deep dive of one of the exercises.